Anybody else do that when they get up or sit down? They gotta like grunt. I'm now to that age where I do that. Hey, Michelle. They've gone down a lot, but they're still a little swollen. They've gone down a lot, though. My hair. I didn't even brush it today. I didn't give a fuck. Depression is real. So yeah, that's another reason why I want to decorate too. Maybe it'll get me out of my funk. Hey, Angela. Hey, I followed you. You need to accept my request because I can't message you. What's up, Fat Piece? I don't talk about my jobs anymore. I don't have one right now, but when I do, I'm not discussing where I work. I'm not discussing my friend's shit. I'm not discussing any of that. And also, why I got you guys here, we are no longer going to discuss haters. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they're recording me. I don't care if they're talking about me. I don't give a... Bubos! Where have you been? Out catting around? Get over here. He's been asleep somewhere. I can tell by his eyes. He's got tired eyes. But anyways, I don't give a fuck what they're doing. It's none of my business. Let them sit there and talk about me. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want people coming in and reporting it back to me. I'm not going to watch it. If you guys want to fucking watch the sick shit, then go ahead. But I'm not. I'm not entertaining any of it anymore. Hi.
I don't know if I even still have them.
They're kind of more I don't know. It's this right one is really messing with me. The right. It was fucking with me earlier, but now that you mention it, it'll probably start fucking with me again. But no, actually, it's been okay. I still don't want to do them ever again. I'd rather just have my little strips. There we go. Yeah. Baba Ganoush, get over here. What are you doing? Letting everyone pet you in the neighborhood? Dude, I came home the other day and the fucking Amazon driver was petting Babos. It just sits there. And remember that kid? There's this one kid that always stops and pets him. And there was a family that just walked by and the woman petted him. He's just out here getting love from everybody. Damn. There's this kid. He's like a teenage boy. I don't know, probably 16, 17. He has one of those motorized bikes. And we were live one day and I caught it on camera. He was driving like hell and then all of a sudden slowed down because Babos was right in the sidewalk. He slowed down. I was like, what is this fucker doing? Comes to a complete stop, reaches over, pets him, then goes around him and zooms his ass on. I've seen him do it multiple times now. And I've seen him do it a couple times before that day that I actually caught him on camera. But that's cool because most kids are assholes. Our house is close. Hey, Justin. Yeah. Look at Bubos. Bubba Nizzy. See? He can't be bothered. You gotta come to him and pet him. Who runs this neighborhood? To flop and lounge. Well, I'm cooking dinner and then I'm going to put up Halloween decorations. He has been making his rounds. And the mailman told me not too long ago he was at what did he say? You need to go get your cat. It's at 38 or 48 or something like that. And I'm like, why? He was like, he's just laying in their garage and they're sitting in their garage. I was like, Baba, you little whore. He gets fed by everybody too, I can tell. My mom puts out a can of wet food for him every day at 5 o'clock. I have dry food for him and I give him wet food occasionally, especially now that I know that she has always done that. So he'll get a can of wet food for me every once in a while. Believe it or not, Drama don't like wet food. Hey, Finding My Wings, how are ya? Drama don't like wet food. She only likes dry, which is crazy. And she don't like a lot of treats either. Babo's will eat about anything. But anyways, I guess he was in the garage and just chilling with these people. And the mailman seen him. Here, Dookie. He's barking his ass off at squirrels. I put him and Royley in the back. Thank you, Audrey. You're 48 and you still trick or treat. I hand out candy. I don't know what is Royal gonna be for Halloween. I already got Dookie's gonna be a Mexican. Someone sent me a sombrero and a little like this bright colored thing to put around him. He's gonna be like a Mexican, like the Taco Bell dog. But what should Royal be? I seen a lion thing, like one where you put around their head and it's a big fluff. I was thinking about he should be a lion. Hey, Howard. So, yeah. Dookie's already covered, but I still haven't figured out Royal's outfit. But here's the thing. I'm going to be busy. I'm not going to be handing out candy on Halloween this year. It falls on a Friday. I want to do like an animal and me photo shoot. I've never had professional pictures taken except for when I was like younger. Okay, I remember my parents used to dress me up. Lana used to do my hair and shit and take me to like Olin Mills or whatever the fuck you call it. And like have me all posing and doing weird shit and you know what I mean? I haven't taken any, and then school pictures. I've never taken, like as an adult. Whoa, what was that? Thank you, Audrey. As an adult, I don't think I've ever had professional pictures taken, but I want to get professional pictures taken of me and the animals. Like, you know, the real cheesy ones where, like, they're standing around me and I'm holding one of them and we're all looking off into the beyond. That type of shit. I've never, ever had that done as an adult. Maybe stars in the background or some shit. I don't know. Just throwing things out there. But then I think, how am I going to get them to actually cooperate? Yeah, right. To get them all to sit beside me, I'm going to need like 2 people. Royal will sit and then like we can both look off into the beyond and I'll hold Dookie's head in the picture. You won't know. It'll look like I'm like holding them all lovingly and shit. But I need 2 people to hold up the cats behind me. And then I need to Photoshop the hands out of it. I am on early. I got shit to do real early in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. So I decided to come live. I didn't even think about that. Take separate pictures and kind of have them cut in. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do, actually. I don't know what just reminded me of this story. So, growing up, and this was back before my mom moved into a real big house out in New Pal. We lived on the east side, across the street from Cena High School, if anybody knows about Indy. We lived right across the street, on Noland. Well, next to us, Laverne lived next to us, and she had a granddaughter who lived with her, and she was Meredith's age. Her name was Krista. Krista was a lesbian. But back when I was a kid, I didn't know what the fuck that shit meant. All I know is that Krista would always, like, try to talk to my sister was like one of the popular kids, but my sister was popular not for being like a bitch or anything like that. She just got along and would talk to anyone because she's just one of those type of people, just real nice. And Krista was not. Krista was always in trouble and doing something bad or whatever. Or like my mom, she used to say, I don't want you alone with Krista and stuff. But Laverne was my babysitter. She would watch us kids when my mom would go out and stuff, and we'd be stuck with Krista, so it didn't make any fucking sense. Oh, I thought that was my friend for a minute. That's why. Anyways, I was like, what the fuck is she doing right coming here? But anyways, this is so funny. So anyways, my mom would always be like, whatever. Anyways, so she ended up going to like girls' school or something like that. We didn't see Krista. Then we moved and all that, and it was years later. And the internet was becoming a thing. And I don't know how we got on it. I cannot fucking remember why or how it all came about. But we ended up getting contact with Krista again. And, you know, she just needed friends and stuff like that. At least that's what we thought. Like, she just needed friends. Really, she wanted to flirt with Meredith. But anyways. She ends up going to prison, right? And she's writing us letters. Like, this is back in the day when you had handwritten letters and all that going back and forth. And that's what we were doing. We were writing her letters and stuff like that. Just trying to be her friend while she was in prison. Well, one time she sent this picture. I know where it came from, why it reminded me of this. She had taken professional pictures in between the time she was in prison and girls' school or whatever, right? And she asked us to send pictures so she could put it in her cell or whatever. Well, then she returned a picture back, and on the back it said, "To my lover," and it was in Meredith's letter. So we were all convinced that Krista had told the prison that her and Meredith were together because we had just sent those pictures too. I'm sorry, I'm dying at this. It pissed Meredith off. Like, she felt some kind of way about it. I don't know if she ever talked to her again. I don't think she did. It was a random story. But yeah, she had these professional pictures and it said, "To my lover" on the back. I forgot to put a stick of butter in the crock pot. You're supposed to have a stick of butter in there. Well, I'll be damned. I don't want to go open it. It's going to let all the heat out. I think it'll be fine without the butter. I put butter because I fried the meatballs in butter and then I fried the potatoes in the butter. I think it'll be fine. I don't want to. I'm gonna let it be. Or should I add it? Should I add it, yes or no? Tell me now. Fuck. I'll be back. I need a refill anyways. You want in, Bubba's? Come on. Alright, the stick of butter is added. I put it right on top, and when I put the lid on there, it was like smashing it down, so. What's up, Texas girl? But that was pretty good today. I went over there earlier and chilled with him. Brad's alright. Talked to him today. I miss Brad. He goes to court on the 30th. I hope that he's getting out. That's all I can do is hope. pedicure. Sounds like some kid's raging out over there. You hear that? Thank you, Reetsy. I wonder, it better, what time is it, 6:30? I think an hour and a half and it should be done. The weather's still warm. Bluebirds, it's still warm. But that's not going to stop me from celebrating spooky season. Look, I already got my doormat out and I got my little happy Halloween sign where it's been so hot. It's like bending now, but I know, bring on the fall. The only thing that I don't like about fall, then comes winter, and winter is a motherfucker. Happy birthday, Joanne. Fucking pedicure. Everybody say happy birthday to Joanne. You're gonna be 50? Damn. Happy 50th. That's your big birthday. That's a big birthday. Like, isn't it 50 or is it 60? That's the big one. Bubba's, you're back out here again. 50 is the big one. What happened to your other dog?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. His heart, he's like 10, and his heart had a bunch of fluid
Oh.
around it, so.
I saw you, I know you walked them every day, and there for a while you didn't. I was wondering myself, I was like, I wonder what's up with that. And then I seen him, I just noticed this dog not, like maybe a week or two ago, and I was like, that is not the same dog.
I got him about, well, August 2nd, I got him. So I was dog free for about 3 or 4 months, and then
It was time.
yeah, I thought, well, okay, I went to the rescue and got him. So
Looks like a good boy.
he's a good boy. His name's Leroy.
Leroy?
Yeah,
What was the other one? Buddy?
yeah, buddy.
Buddy, that was it.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Leroy?
Oh, Leroy, he's so good. Yes, so we're trying it.
Right? Sorry to hear about your other dog. I know how that kind of pain goes. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
it's hard. We've had him
Yeah.
for 10 years. Yeah.
I know you loved him. You walked him every day and all that. And your hair's getting long.
Yeah, I know.
Looks good.
Thanks.
And with the blonde in it. I like it.
Yeah, I did get it highlighted. I used to wear it highlighted all the time, and then I thought, well, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Right, you guys?
I'm making potatoes, meatballs, and corn, but it's all mixed together. You know how you make like Mississippi roast with the pepperoncinis and all that? I'm basically doing the same recipe, but I'm using meatballs. It should be pretty good. Better be good. Going to the grocery store is ridiculous anymore. Like, this is why I eat out, dude. Who was the man? Oh, that's my roommate's boyfriend. White Castle. Hey, don't threaten me. I love White Castle. It's getting to be cold season, so they're going to bring out their Sloppy Joes again. I love their Sloppy Joey. It's got, it's Sloppy Joe with pepper jack cheese, and then it also has the crispy, like the onions that you put on top of green bean casserole, the crispy onions. So good. I look forward to it every year. The temperature here, I'm not sure. Probably in the 70s. Nada. What's up, Robin? Oh, don't you say I look pretty today. Everything's from yesterday. I didn't take a shower, didn't even brush my hair. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has pepper jack cheese. So it's like the Sloppy Joe. It's got pepper jack cheese and then crispy onions on it. It's so fucking good. I think it's pepper jack. Every once in a while I hear from Detroit. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Believers, I don't. I'm not trying to impress anyone. These damn eyelash extensions, though, make me want to scratch my eyes out. See, every time I fuck with it, then I get reminded that they're there. Well, I appreciate it, Chan. I did them myself. But I want to rip them out. See you later, Johnny B. The cluster ones. Yes, that's what I use, where you like put the glue on and it's like a brush. Hang on. I don't like the sound of that. Dookie dooks. Dookie dookie. Bubsiga. Fahrenheit, stop it. Oh God, he's going back in. Trying to fight me, little fucker. Alright. Yeah, he's been playing hard. He needs a drink of water as well. When I brought him out here, he was trying to do the same, like, trying to fight me, so I put him back inside. With the door open like this, he's going to bark at anything that walks by and disrupt the whole household. That's his gig. He's a Chihuahua. A deer head Chihuahua. Okay. So, what did I tell you? So, I do have Halloween decorations. Duke, chill. Chill out, buddy. I do have Halloween decorations, but I haven't put them up in a couple years, so they're probably outdated, but who gives a shit? Does it really get outdated? I mean, they might look wore out, but that's part of Halloween, pretty much, you know?
Oh, that's you see how slow it's going?
We're talking about Halloween, shut the fuck up! You don't care. I'm tired. It does look like it might rain. Look at the clouds. It may rain. It's all for outside. When Doug and I broke up years ago, I left all of that decoration shit for him, but I doubt he even puts it out. Terrible storms there. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, when Doug and I broke up, I left a bunch of shit for him and all the outside decor. You know what I like? I like the people who decorate for Halloween year round. Like their whole, like Kat Von D. Have you seen her house? All right, Kimmy. Yeah, I need more Christmas shit. I got rid of a bunch of it. I don't have anyone to decorate for, just me. And the animals. This is Dookie's first Halloween, so I want him to remember it. He's going as a Mexican, and I want the house to be decorated. It's his first Christmas, too, so, you know, he don't know this life. I think Royal's going to be a lion. I had Babos as a lion one year and he was absolutely pissed. He did not like that thing on him. He kept trying to get it off and so, like bat at it, and finally he did and ripped it off his head. And, yeah. Bobo's isn't that type. He wants to be left the fuck alone. Well, hell, I got him when I was 23, and I'm 38 now, so... ...15 years old. He was my first ever animal. He was my very first animal that I ever had. Other than, you know, I had like family pets growing up, but as an adult or whatever, he was my first animal. Look at him all living in shit. I still don't know what happened to Mama Tins. Love that cat. My neighbor said she got hit by a bus over on the next to a school bus. I don't know. I'd like to believe someone was like, oh my god, that's a beautiful cat, and kept it. Then I had Dolly Tinks, and Dolly lasted about 10 years. She was a Maltese Shih Tzu. My dad stole her from me. I had her... We lived in Georgia together and everything, and then when I moved back from Georgia, I had to stay at my parents' house for a while, and my dad fell in love with her. And then, like, I got my own place, and my dad would just randomly pop up and be like, I'm here to pick up Dolly, and I'm like, what for? And he's like, we got plans. And then he would take her and be gone. You know, I would come over there and be like, give me my dog back. And he was like, no. He was like, we're eating something tonight or whatever. Like, he was in love with this dog. When that dog died, I've never seen my dad cry. Only a couple times in my life, but it's been like when my mom died, he cried. When Dolly Tinks died, he cried. But yeah, he loved that fucking dog. I was serving at the time. I was working at Red Lobster, and I'd be gone like all day and shit. And on the weekends, it was extremely busy, so I was coming home even later and everything. And my dad didn't like the street I lived on because it was a busy street and all that. So, like, I would leave for work at like 10 a.m. on a Friday, knowing I wouldn't be home till like 11:30, 12. He would come at 10:15. He would like wait for me to leave and then come into my house and steal the dog. And then I'd get home and be like, where in the fuck is Dolly? Call my dad immediately, and he was like, I'll take her for the weekend. So it got to be like, so it ended up, she stayed with him a lot. Yeah, Detroit would tell me I would leave, and like no sooner I'd leave, here would come my dad pulling in. And she'd hear the door open, hear my dad, you know, stomp through the house, because he don't walk light. He's a heavy walker. And another thing my dad always did, and he probably still would if he came over here. He don't come over here that much. But like at my other houses, when he was younger, like when I was younger, in my 20s and stuff, he would come to my house, and Detroit said one of the first things he'd always do is go to the kitchen and open the fridge and look and shit like that. What's funny is, every time I go to my parents' house, the first thing I do is go to the kitchen and look in the fridge, just to see if there's anything I want. Or any leftovers that look good, or something like that. That's a good one, I should. He's got a sombrero. I read a story about that. About a missing dog. So, this, and Detroit was there too. So, this was back when I was like 23, 24. I already had Bobos. And, Me and Detroit were living together, and we were over on the east side. We lived on the east side. And we went over to my other friend's house, and we were smoking, gardening, and all that. And as we were leaving, there was like this little black Pomeranian, way fluffier than Jack's, like came up to Detroit and was like, you know, looked pitiful, like it needed food or something. We had a bottle of water. We gave it water, and it sucked it right down. Detroit's like, we just can't leave this little dog here. It was like winter time too. It was cold. I was like, we are not taking that dog home, dude. There's no fucking way. In that apartment, like, we already got Bobos. We don't have room for a dog. Detroit insisted. She's like, we can't. Well, I was like, you gotta find its owner. That dog, this little dog has an owner. Like, it wasn't in bad shape. There was a little bit, like, it was in bad shape at the time. Like, it looked hungry and shit like that. Anyways, Detroit ends up bringing the dog home. We clean it up. We're feeding it. And, man, that little fucker was mean as shit. It would bite the hell out of me in Detroit all the time and everything. And its teeth were, like, kind of whatever. So we took it over to the animal to see if it was chipped. And the dog wasn't chipped. And so, and this was back before, like, the internet was, I mean, the internet was there, but it wasn't a big thing. It wasn't like you have now where, you know, lost pets or whatever. So we went to the face clinic and all that. They took a picture and put it down on their website and everything. Found this dog. Didn't hear anything for like 3 or 4 weeks. Well, we got to be an issue where the dog was biting everybody. Like, we couldn't have anyone over, especially kids or anything like that, because this dog was just a menace, dude. He would just bite the shit out of you. I remember the moment, like, and for some reason, I always wanted to sleep in my room. One morning, I woke up and I put my feet down, and the little fucker bit the fuck out of my ankles. I was like, I'm done with this. I am so done with this dog. So, our bright idea was we were going to go walk around the neighborhood that we found it in, and knock on doors and ask if anyone recognized the dog, which we should have done in the first place. I didn't want this fucking dog. But anyways, so we're walking around, and then all of a sudden the dog just keeps pulling us and pulling us. So Detroit's like, it's pulling us somewhere. Drags us to this house, and this little old lady answers the door, and she's like, my dog, Dad. This little old lady reunited. I was like, here is your dog, thank God. But that damn dog, and it was only like a block over from where we found her at. So, this little old black lady, she was like, oh, it's my dog. It's my dog. And like, she was crying and everything. I was like, oh, this is so precious. But also at the same time, thank God. That little dog was fucking mean. I was over there off of 21st in Arlington. That is the hood. So, but, you know, little dogs like that usually have, almost always they have an owner. They can't survive outside on the streets. I told her that day, that is someone's dog. We do not need to take this dog. Because I'm never going to get a fucking little dog, ever. And then I ended up getting Dolly Tinks. Dolly was a small dog. Totally irrelevant story. Thank you, Sherry. Daisy? Let's go see my dad for a minute. Don't make fun of my Prius. Angel! Angel!